Welcome to Chapter 5 on the Legislative Framework and Governance. This video will focus on the Indian Trusts Act of 1882. The Indian Trusts Act is crucial legislation providing a main legal framework for NGO registration in India. While it primarily deals with private trusts, it is foundational for public charitable trusts and is one of the three legal ways to register an NGO. This act serves as the foundational law for public charitable trusts in states without their own dedicated legislation. State laws, like the Bombay Public Trusts Act, often regulate public trusts directly. In the absence of specific state laws, the principles of the 1882 Act are referred to by analogy. NGOs in India have three main registration options. They can register as a trust under the 1882 Act or state acts, as a society under the Societies Registration Act of 1860, or as a Section 8 company under the Companies Act of 2013. The Indian Trusts Act was enacted on January 13, 1882, and became effective on March 1, 1882. The core objectives of the Act are to define the law, creating a clear legal framework for trusts. It also aims to protect the interests of beneficiaries by safeguarding assets held under trust. Additional objectives include establishing the duties, rights, powers, and liabilities of trustees to ensure good faith, and ensuring that a trust is only created for lawful purposes. Many influential trusts operate in India. Examples in the health sector include Akshaya Patra, Sir Ratan Tata Trust, and the National Trust. In education, key examples are Akanksha Foundation, which manages schools for children from low-income communities, Azim Premji Foundation, and Teach for India. Trusts focusing on women's empowerment include Care India, SKS Trust, and Nari Gunjan, which works on literacy and social rights awareness. For rural development, notable examples are the Rural Development Trust, DHAN Foundation, and SM Segal Foundation, focusing on sustainable farming and water security. In the environment sector, we have the Wildlife Trust of India, ATREE for Ecological Research, and EFI, which leads community projects to restore water bodies. Challenges of the 1882 Act include its limited applicability, as it was primarily designed for private trusts. Additionally, the original provisions included rigidity on how funds could be invested. Further challenges include a lack of uniformity, as varying state requirements complicate matters for national NGOs. The Act also outlines that misappropriation of funds or breach of trust requires lengthy court intervention. The 2015 amendments brought significant changes, including investment flexibility, by repealing the restrictive Section 20. This introduced the prudent person rule, allowing trustees to invest in any security for fair returns, thus modernizing financial growth potential. The merits of registering a trust include gaining legal status, allowing NGOs to own property and accept grants. Registered trusts also benefit from tax incentives under Sections 12A and 80G. However, there are demerits, such as the private focus of the Act, which can create legal gaps for public NGOs. There is also a lack of mandatory nationwide centralized oversight for public trusts. In summary, trust formation is relatively easy and cost-effective, and governance is structured with clear duties. Financial benefits include tax exemptions, though historical restrictions on investments were a drawback, alongside a lack of centralized oversight. In conclusion, the trust structure remains a favored model for Indian philanthropy, providing a stable foundation for long-term social impact. Amendments like those in 2015 show the evolution toward modern financial efficiency. Thank you for watching this video on the Indian Trusts Act of 1882. This final slide lists the image sources used throughout this video.